let us continue our ninth class. Okay, we're going to start today with coordinate geometry. All right, this is your next topic, and let's start that. I'm going to make this capital. Okay, coordinate geometry. Understand? This is the first time we are studying. This is the first time you are studying coordinate geometry, and it's a very what I should say important topic in considering the sciences which I am going to study. This question is position. Say for example, I want to find out where is, that's the diagram of your school. Okay, so this is the gate. When you enter the gate over here, this is the admin block. You enter from here. This is chairman's office. This is director's office. Move further, this is where madam sit. Then somewhere here is principal madam's room. This is vice principal madam's room. You understand? And then this is temple, Ganesha temple. This is the field. This is 12th class. Twelfth class, 11th class. On the top only you have only 9th, 10th, and then these are still more classes. And you have a football field over here. Remember? Now, this is a 9th class student. Let's give him some name. Let's say his name is Prabhu. Okay. And this is a guy living in Bombay. This Bombay fellow, let's give it a. Bombay people smoke a lot, okay, so I'll make it a cigarette. This fellow is smoking. Bad people. So what this Prabhu has to do is that, iska naam do yaar kuch. Give him some name. Let's say his name is John. So Prabhu wants to tell John where is the football field. Clear? Question is that Mummy Prabhu wants to tell John that where is the football field. Now John has never went to our Trinity school. This is our Trinity school. Mr. John never went to Trinity school. So how is Prabhu going to explain John where is the football field? He will probably start and saying that, see, my school is in such and such area. When you enter from the main road, you take a diversion inside, then you'll get a school gate. You need to enter the school gate, and when you enter this school gate, just on the entry in front of your eyes, you will find the football field. This is probably you're going to explain to him. Okay. There's no other way. You cannot really, because he has never seen anything. He has not seen anything whatsoever. But you see, nowadays guys are smart. So what Prabhu is going to do? Prabhu will say that, Emma, do one thing. Take your cell phone and go to Google Earth. And he's going to send location in coordinates. He says, put these coordinates in your Google Earth software and then zoom into it and see what you see. So this fellow takes that Google Earth software, that coordinates, he inputs into the Google Earth software. I really don't know whether they can put coordinates in Google Earth or not, but I am assuming that they put. So this fellow puts that coordinate in the Google Earth, and then he gets a picture, and then he zooms into the picture and see, oh my god, there is a football field here. Look at the difference of approach in the two cases. Look at the first case. In the first case, Prabhu had no idea how to explain where is the football field to John, reason being that he has never seen anything about the Trinity school. He doesn't know where the school is. Since he doesn't know where the school is, how does he know where is the football field? Okay. But in the second case, he sends some numbers, puts it into a software, and software zooms into that. So how does the software know? Depending upon some numbers. Some numbers only you have kept, na? Huh? I have just kept some numbers, and those numbers, when I input into the software, that zooms into this and shows me the Trinity school. Yeah. So now we're going to understand how these magical numbers are going to work, which tell us position. These numbers are nothing but coordinate. Coordinate. Okay, that's the number. See how it works. Just keep listening to this. Everything will come together. Imagine this is a big ground. Big ground. 100 acres ground. I don't know, and with lot of trees. Alright. Every tree is planted like this. At every 1 meter. 1 meter, go 1 meter, go 1 meter, one tree. Then 1 meter tree, like that. If you want to find position of a tree, this tree I want to find, then how can I find? I will say, travel 1 meter along this line, and then when we travel 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 meters on this line, the tree which you will get, I will call that tree 1-4 tree. Why? Because the position of that tree can be obtained by these two numbers. इसका कुछ नाम दो. Give it some name. I will call it X road, and I will call this. There are two roads. I will call it Y road. So you travel 1 meter on X road, and then 4 meters on Y road. You will get a tree. That is the tree I'm talking about. Or let's say there is some tree over here, this last tree. So you need to travel, let us say, 1,000 meters over here, and then 1,000 meters over here. So this tree is thousand tree. Are you understanding? Okay. See, this way we can tell about every tree in this farmland. There is a tree 200, 300. What is that tree? That tree is you travel 200 meters on X road, and wherever you reach, then start traveling towards Y road and travel 300 meters, you will get a tree. That is 200, 300 tree. Or you can first travel Y road, no problem. You can travel 300 tree over here, 300 meters over here, and then you just take a right turn, start traveling on X road and travel 200. So you will reach this point is 200, 300. Are you understanding? Yeah. So basically, you see, using numbers, listen, using numbers, I am telling about position. This is the same thing which the Google Earth software is doing. What Google Earth has done is that he has divided Earth into latitudes and longitudes like this. Alright, like this. We have divided the entire Earth into now suppose I want to know about this point. Then from the center I will tell how much should I incline over here. Okay, I'll get this circle, and on this circle from here how much should I turn. I don't know which one is called latitude and which one is called longitude, but you can understand that we have made like a grid over here, and if I want to find this point, then I can tell about these two circles, position of these two circles. Can let me find the point. Are you understanding this? Let me give you a little bit more clarity. See, this is the central idea of coordinate. See, these lines are called latitudes, and these lines are called longitudes. Are you understanding? So this central line is basically 0 degree latitude, which is called equator. So if I want to find about any point over here, I will tell Lily how much for me latitudes, like over here. Suppose this you travel, let us say 30 degrees from the center, 30 degrees this angle, and then which longitude. Alright, so from here which longitude, let's say this is 20 degree. So 30 degree, 20 degree is the position of this point. Are you understanding? These whole processes are there to try to know about position. है ना? All these positions. This is the central science behind coordinate geometry. So if you want to know about position of something, now I have got a method, and it's a wonderful method, brilliant method, which says assume one point as origin, then every point in the plane can be marked as x and y marked using x and y coordinates. Okay, so you want to find this point P. What do you need to do? Calculate this distance, calculate this distance. Along this line is called x-axis. We just call it x because x is a very comfortable looking number. We call it x, we call it y, and we call this z. Okay, so we get this distance, this is x. We get this distance, this is called x distance. This is called y distance. Alright, and suppose you are also traveling in third dimension, then it's called z. But for our till 12th class, we will stick to x and y. Do you understand? So actually coordinates are the numbers which specify the position of a point in the coordinate system. Actually आप देखिए, actually you see, you know, for different cases we have different coordinate systems. Like if it is a sphere, we are not using the XYZ, we are using latitude longitude. Correct? XYZ also we can do, but it will be very cumbersome. Now imagine we are talking about a field, a huge field. Then we can measure the huge field regarding XY. Okay, XY means we can measure, we can find the position of any point using this x and y axis. What you need to do, just assume one point. Let me talk about a more favorable case. Let's say the whole India. Okay, the whole of India. I will try to draw India. It's been a long time I have not drawn, but as far as I think I can draw it. Okay, pardon me if it doesn't come out too good. That's not very bad. Okay, make sure we include Kashmir. Alright, I'm sorry for it's not drawn to scale. Now suppose I want to find position of this point. Here somewhere you got this thing Nepal. Okay, and this is Gujarat and all, and here we have our Tamil Nadu. This is Kerala, and this point is ours. This is Kanyakumari. This is Tamil Nadu. I am in Delhi right now. I want to know about Chennai. Then what I should do, if I say this is 0, 0, then I should calculate this distance, and then I should calculate this distance, and that will be the coordinate of Chennai for me. If you take Chennai as the origin, G, then you should calculate this distance, and that is going to be coordinate for Delhi. So understand, there is one thing which we have to agree, both of us should have same origin. everybody have their origin, then it's going to be very difficult. You have your origin, I have my origin, we go to have 1 lakh origin, so we'll have 1 lakh coordinate system. That will not work. So we should have one origin. So there is one origin which we all agree to, and then everything can be represented using numbers. So for example, suppose I say Chennai is the origin. I am assuming Chennai as origin. So now x-axis is the right of Chennai, minus x-axis is the left of Chennai, positive y-axis is north, negative y-axis towards south. Now any point, say suppose over here, alright, these places are like Tripura and all. I want to find the coordinate of this point. So what I should do, find this distance, report it like, let us say this is 2000 kilometer and 2.5 thousand kilometer. Okay, so this position will be in Tripura. If I am talking about 2500, 500 and 2500 means 500 kilometer x-axis, 2500 kilometer y-axis. I will reach somewhere in Uttar Pradesh over here. Are you understanding? If you are traveling towards negative x-axis, let us say minus 700, I go minus 700 and 2500, I may be reaching somewhere here in Rajasthan. Are you understanding? So this is the coordinate. Are you understanding now? Coordinate basically are those points according to the coordinate system which specify our position or location. Now coming to the 9th standard maths, they are going to ask you first type of states, that draw coordinates. They are going to say draw 3, 4. So how do we draw 3, 4? What is the meaning of the word 3, 4? Suppose I have got this as my coordinate axis, this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and this is 0, 0. So how do I do 3, 4? You should measure 3 centimeters over here, depending upon scale is in. Suppose distances are measured in centimeters. So we should have 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 and 4, let's say. So you should travel 3 along x-axis, and then you should travel 4 along y-axis. So this point is 3, 4. Are you understanding? Okay, so this point is 3, 4. Similarly, suppose they are asking me 2, 2. Which is the point 2, 2? 1 unit, 2 unit, 1 unit, 2 unit. This point is 2, 2. Okay. I'll request you, if you can buy some graph papers, or else you can download some graph software. Download and put in points. It will have, points. You can judge. Put some point 2, 3, and it will show you 2, 3 over there. You put 10, 9. So 10 over here and 9 over here. 10, 9 like that. Okay, it's going to show. I hope you are clear with this. Okay. Tomorrow we will study how to find distances between coordinates. How to find distances between coordinate points. That will do tomorrow. Okay. As of now, any doubts you have, you can please post those doubts to me. And all the best for your exam. Okay. Thank you.